1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Jesus Jones, and right here and right now, it's Opie and Anthony, the new guys at NEW, having a good time. Actually, people are starting to slowly but surely warm up to us a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people in general don't like change, so yesterday was kind of brutal.
A little much.
But now people are like, yeah, you guys aren't too bad. We'll give you a try for another few days before we make our decision, before we hate you for the rest of our lives.
Thank you.
I know. The NEW listeners are very loyal, and we know that.
That's true.
We truly know that. If you want to send a fax today, 212-957-WNEW, and the phone line is 212-757-1027. We'll go to the phones in a little bit, see what people are saying today.
Yeah, that's something people learn, too, about our show. We like phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
It's the People's Show.
Yeah, we like to call it the People's Radio Show, so if it's like you got something on your mind, you could get on the radio and talk about it.
Get something off your chest, you know.
Right.
It's easy.
But it's funny, because people are calling up and going, well, could you tell us a little more about you guys? Because we really don't know much. So I figured we'd play another track from a CD we had out.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we're going to promote this. I won't even tell you the name of it. If you want to find it, you can find it. But that's not the reason we're playing this, okay? But I want to play the Reagan bit, actually.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Anthony does a killer Ronald Reagan.
Thank you.
And about a year ago,
I do?
Yes, you do, Anthony.
Who the hell is Ronald Reagan? Nancy. Yes.
Hey, Mr. Reagan, do you like the Opie and Anthony show so far? It's only been 2 days, but what do you think?
Well, I love Amos and Andy. I think they're a couple of funny gents.
No, it's Opie and Anthony.
Otis and Mary are very... I love them. God bless America.
I hope you know what radio station you're listening to.
What's that?
Oh, forget it. Anyway, about a year ago, we called the Ronald Reagan Library, his actual library, looking for Nancy Reagan. And this is what happened. Check it out. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives, Kansas. Carry On, Wayward Son, from 1976.
I remember jamming that one out of my Pioneer Super Tuner in my 40 Conoline van with the bubble window on the back.
You had one of those vans?
Oh, dude, and it had the Molly Hatchet guy from the Molly Hatchet album cover with the big hatchet, airbrushed on the side.
Wow, you must have been making a lot of money way back then, huh?
Had the bed in the back, and the fridge with the shag carpeting.
With the famous bumper sticker.
If this van's a rockin', don't come knocking. And I had Krager rims.
Tell me the cops didn't see that van coming a mile away.
I never got more than 5 feet without getting pulled over.
I know.
It's like, yeah, all right, let's go out, babe.
Right.
That's my vehicle, babe.
Oh, must have been the Molly Hatchet on the side of the van.
That did it every time. And then they'd have to look in the back.
Right.
Dude, he's going to see a seed. There's a seed in the shag carpeting. Throw it out.
And did you have your stack of 8-tracks?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't? And then I had the matchbook that I used to have to jam on the side of the 8-track to keep it from skipping when I used to go off-roading in the woods.
You know what I loved about 8-tracks? In the middle of those damn Yes songs, it would stop and you have to start it up again in the next track. They couldn't figure that out.
Yeah, the song would fade, then there'd be a switch tracks, and then it would fade back up again.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
The good old days.
The good old days is right. All right, it's Opie and Anthony, the voices coming from your radio, the new guys, yes. People are trying us on.
For the time being, we're new.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we won't be new for too long. Actually,
as time goes on.
Actually, this is our second show at NEW, right? I think we have 524,678 shows to go before we catch up to Scott Muni.
Is that it?
That's all.
That's all?
That's it.
We're well on our way.
All right. If you want to give us a call, 212-757-1027. Faxes are spilling out like crazy. So far, we're finding out that the cops like us.
I like that.
We like that a lot.
I'm a supporter of the police.
We're all supporters of the police here at NEW.
I mean, there were times you would speed.
Right.
I think you have more speeding tickets than I've ever gotten.
I got 4 speeding tickets in a year and a half. Yes. That's why I'm glad I'm back in the New York area, because there's not many places you could speed anymore.
That's true.
So I'm going to be safe for a while.
Not in downtown.
Right. But if you want to send a fax to the pile, 212-957-WNEW.
Sure, I want my house to look like a million.
All weekend, we're giving away tickets to A Day in the Garden. When you hear Walk This Way by Aerosmith, be the 10th caller at 212-757-1027, and you'll score tickets for both days. That song on the way, but in the meantime, it's Johnny Lang, Lie to Me, on 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. 102.7 WNEW, where rock lives, Boston. It's Opie and Anthony, and we know what Brad Delp is now up to these days.
Yes, we do. He's in a little band called Beatlejuice.
Beetlejuice. He plays Beatle covers for Christmas parties.
He actually played at one of our Christmas parties.
The last radio job we had, Brad Delp. Actually, it was in Boston, his pretty much hometown, obviously.
Yeah.
And we had this Christmas party, and next thing I know, I'm like, Anthony, that's Brad Delp. And he's playing Beatles songs.
He's singing.
At our Christmas party.
I actually got up and sang a song with him, which was pretty cool.
It was very cool.
Like,
but
how often do you get to sing with Brad Delp?
But this guy was huger than huge, and now he's reduced to singing Beatles songs at Christmas parties.
Bunch of people that are just going to... Play me a song!
Right.
Oh, God, this guy was playing arenas, and now some drunks at a Christmas party were yelling songs at him.
Yeah, I think Arthur was there, actually. We're trying to...
Hey!
Oh, no.
Weren't you Bradley Delp? Why are you playing Beatle covers? Come on, play some of your Boston songs. It's taking the knife out of the cheese. You think he wants some cheese?
But he's still
he had drunks yelling at him.
He's still a very cool guy, and he probably has more money than God, and that's probably why he's doing this, because he wants to.
He enjoys it.
He's one of those guys that doesn't have to work anymore in his life, so he's probably enjoying it, right?
I would doubt it.
I think we brought back some memories for some people out there. The phones are going crazy. We were just talking about those custom vans of the late 70s.
If you had one, you were the coolest guy in school. That's for sure. You'd need the big 40 Econoline van, bubble window in the back, Pioneer Super Tuner with the 8-track in there, shag carpeting.
And the best memory you brought up, the Molly Hatchet.
The big Molly Hatchet mural airbrushed on the side.
Right.
That was the coolest.
Let's go to the phones. Hi, NEW. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, Wallflowers and Heroes from the Godzilla movie soundtrack. The album soundtrack is really good, but that movie was the biggest disappointment in movie history, I do believe. You haven't seen it yet, right?
Can't comment on it. Haven't seen it yet.
Don't even bother. What did this? They turned Godzilla into a lizard.
I was a huge Godzilla fan when I was a kid, and yeah, I hear they ruined his look.
They ruined his look, the acting. Well, everyone knows. Everyone has seen this movie.
The acting, I preferred the guy in the suit better than the computer-generated Godzilla.
Well, the Godzilla looked really good. It was the acting and just the storyline, and I could talk about it for an hour.
Please don't.
I won't. The new releases this weekend, though. George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez in Out of Sight. 3.5 stars, getting very good reviews. And Jennifer Lopez, if you're listening, I love you. I know she was in town last night. I was trying to stalk her, but I couldn't find her.
Great. That's all we need. You're getting arrested for stalking. Good.
It's just a matter of time. And then Dr. Dolittle with Eddie Murphy, getting horrible reviews. Is it? Depending on what paper you picked up today. But I want to see it because I want to see Chris Rock as the hamster.
It's the voice of Chris Rock.
Oh, I
thought he was in a hamster suit.
Yeah, I thought so too. We got to get Chris Rock on the show as well. We've had him on in another life, and he's very cool and very funny. So.
Yeah.
All right, it's Opie and Anthony. We got another van story on the line. I think we touched a nerve with the NEW listeners today.
We had a little nerve talking about 70s the vans, because some of the music we're hearing here at NEW kind of brings you back.
Brings you back a bit.
You used to have one of those 40 Econoline vans. Yeah, with the mural on the side. It's either got to be from the Molly Hatchet albums or a Yes album. A good Yes album also made a good van mural.
I used to make a really good Yes logo on my books in school.
Did you?
I was proud of my Yes album.
I was good at drawing the Van Halen logo.
Were you?
On my notebook.
Oh.
It's the only thing I wrote.
And everyone was able to do the Who.
Yeah.
That was the easiest one.
That was an easy one.
But the Yes logo, it took a little talent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
The vans, also a couple other items. The mud flaps with Yosemite Sam and Back Off.
No, most of them had the Playboy symbol.
No, the Playboy was the air freshener inside. That reeked really bad because you were trying to cover up scents that you didn't want your parents smelling.
Exactly.
When that horrifying time came when maybe one of your parents went, "Son, I'll have to borrow your car." All right, wait 1 minute. And you ran out and got rid of all the contraband.
Right. Do you need it now, or is this like a week from today, hopefully?
If my old man finds one seed, I'm screwed.
Let's go to the phones.